Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. It seems like General Dynamics is ready to spill the beans on their latest financial performance, so let's see if their numbers are ready for their close-up. Today's filing is from General Dynamics, a company that makes everything from tanks and ships to business jets. They're here to give us a peek at their results for the quarter that ended in June. The date on this report is July 23, 2025. This date is important because it tells us when they announced their stuff, which is usually right when the quarter closes or very close to it. We are looking at General Dynamics Corporation, a name you probably recognize in defense and aerospace. Now, this little piece tells us that General Dynamics is incorporated in Delaware, a very common state for large companies to set up shop in. This is their main office address in Reston, Virginia. Not the most exciting part, but it grounds the company in a physical location. Their common stock trades on the New York Stock Exchange, ticker symbol GD. This is where the real action is for investors. The most important part of this filing is under item 22. This is where companies report their earnings and any major financial news. They announce their results for the quarter ending June 29, 2025. Attached to this report is a press release from July 23, 2025, detailing their financial results for the quarter ending June 29, 2025. Think of the press release as the company's official announcement of how they did financially. This last exhibit is for the very tech savvy. It means the financial data is in a fancy digital format that computers can easily read, making it simpler to analyze automatically. Now, moving to the actual numbers from that press release, which is the heart of this filing, General Dynamics reported their financial results for the quarter that ended June 29, 2025. While this filing itself doesn't contain a detailed financial table, the press release it refers to would have this information, and we can infer a lot from the context of such an announcement. Typically, after a quarter ends, companies announce things like their revenue, which is the total money they make from selling their products or services. They also report net earnings or profit, which is what's left after all expenses are paid. This includes things like cost of goods sold, operating expenses, interest, and taxes. For a company like General Dynamics in defense and aerospace, you usually see revenue driven by large government contracts for things like combat vehicles, aircraft, and shipbuilding. We would also look at their profit margins to see how efficiently they are managing their costs on these projects. A key thing to watch for is how their different business segments are performing. Are their defense sales strong? Are their aerospace sales bouncing back or struggling? This helps us understand where the growth is coming from and what might be a drag on their performance. For instance, a strong showing in combat vehicles might be offset by slower demand for business jets. When we look at these kinds of reports, it's also crucial to compare the numbers to last year to see if they're growing, shrinking, or staying flat. A 10% increase in revenue, for example, would mean they are selling significantly more or their contracts are worth more than before. On the flip side, a 5% drop could indicate challenges in winning new contracts or delivering on existing ones. The real story is often told by what they call the backlog. This is the total value of orders they have received, but not yet fulfilled. For a company like General Dynamics, a growing backlog signals sustained future revenue and stability, while a shrinking backlog could be a warning sign about future business. In terms of our analysis, General Dynamics operates in a capital-intensive and cyclical industry. Their performance is heavily influenced by government spending priorities and the overall health of the global economy. The defense sector often sees steady demand, especially when geopolitical tensions are high, but budget constraints can always be a factor. The business jet market, on the other hand, is more sensitive to economic cycles and corporate spending. Looking at the overall direction, the company is likely focused on maintaining strong execution on its existing contracts while bidding aggressively for new ones. They also probably aim to innovate and adapt to new technologies in defense and aerospace to stay competitive. Risks for General Dynamics would include potential government budget cuts or changes in defense spending policies, supply chain disruptions that could affect their ability to deliver products and competition from other major defense contractors. Opportunities might lie in new technology development like advanced unmanned systems or new aircraft designs, as well as expansion into related markets or international sales. Overall, this filing signifies General Dynamics is continuing its regular reporting cycle, providing investors with an update on its financial health and operational performance. So my take on General Dynamics based on this filing It's a snapshot, a report of their performance for a specific period. They are a giant in their industry, and their results will likely reflect the broader trends in defence and aerospace spending. A strong report indicates good management of these complex projects and a healthy market for their products. A weak report could mean they are facing headwinds in securing new business or managing costs effectively. What do you guys think about General Dynamics and their latest financial report? Let us know in the comments below. Did you find this breakdown helpful? Smashing that like button and subscribing really helps us keep these deep dives coming. And don't forget to join our growing community on Discord. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next decode.